Hey y'all. So I wanted to share. Um Years ago in my early 20s, I was in a relationship with a young man um who would probably be diagnosed as a man with a narcissistic personality disorder. Um but anyway, he was a narcissist, I was the codependent. And um the relationship went fast. I met him really fast. It was just like everything was real quick. I met him while I was working at Southern Made Donuts on Hearn Avenue, and I didn't have a car, so he would volunteer to come pick me up at night. And I thought that was the sweetest thing because I was tired of trying to get rides with people, and I worked the night shift. And on a night shift, I got off at midnight, and that time of night, ain't nobody want to break their sleep to come and pick somebody up and take them somewhere and go back to their house. Anyway, long story short, I was so frustrated because I was tired of depending on other people. I really wanted my own, but this guy, he would pick me up at night from work and drop me off at home. He rarely tried to impose himself on me as far as sexually or anything like that. But he was around a lot. Like, he would just show up at my job on my lunch break, and every minute that I wasn't at work, I would spend on the phone talking to him. Like, I couldn't do like basic stuff without him wanting to be involved and knowing my whereabouts, what I'm doing. I thought it was cute. I thought that was so cute. This guy really is into me. He must really like me. The more time he spent with me, I was like, my head was blown, y'all, because I wasn't accustomed to that. Mind you, I had only been in my adult life a sexual relationship with a guy before him. I wouldn't. So this whole relationship thing was new to me. Anyway, so he was just there for my everything. Like, he would just show up with gifts and surprises, taking me to restaurants I've never been to. I had never been to clubs. He was taking me to clubs and all this kind of stuff. But it was a lot of things that kind of just were red flags that I ignored. Like, for instance, he told me, he said, "I'm just priming you up for another man." And I just laughed because he was paying me so much attention. He was so into me I just thought it was funny. How are you gonna be like that? Me and you gonna be together forever, man. Anyway, so he would do weird, in my opinion, weird stuff, but it didn't bother me because this was my Prince Charming, right? He would, when we would go different places, people that knew him before, he would like totally ignore them. He would just keep on walking by. And I noticed that, like, when we were together, he wouldn't hold my hand. He was like steps in front of me and I was behind. I would question, "Hey, what's up? You know, what's going on?" It's like, "Yeah, you just walking too slow." Like, blatant stuff. He would just have total disregard for my existence when we were around other people. And I was like, well, you know, it hurts, but I'll get over it, because the time that it's just me and him, you know, he gives me all this attention. He's like so into me. And like I said, everything moved pretty fast. He told me that he wanted to adopt my baby. I had my oldest daughter, and she was like some months old, and he had a daughter around the same exact age. And I thought that, oh, okay, that's cute. But I never, during the whole time that we were together, which was about 6 years, I never met his daughter. And I never met anybody that was directly close to him besides his mother. And the times that I did see her, she always warned me. She was like, he a hoe, baby. He a hoe. Leave him alone. If you know what's good for you, leave him alone. But he would always tell me that she was crazy and kind of senile or whatever. So I was like, well, maybe I can't go by what she's saying. It wasn't until maybe 4 or 5 months into the relationship when we went to the mall and he was like, we're gonna get married. And I was like, okay then, my fairy tale is coming true. And but check this out, y'all. He wanted me to put him a ring on layaway. Not a ring was produced for me. And he would take me to go make payments on his ring for our wedding. And I never had a ring. So whatever he wanted me to do, I did it. He told me he didn't like the way I wore my hair. He didn't like the clothing that I had on. He said men wear pants. So he always wanted me to wear like dresses and stuff like that. So I looked like an old woman in my 20s, y'all. I was old. Like I had changed everything about me so I can it said I got 111 steps this hour. For real. help me, Lord. Anyway, so I had to change basically everything about me. He like nitpicked me apart. Everything about me was something like he would tell me to cook food and then say, yeah, no, I want to take you to go get me something to eat since I didn't like what you made me or how you made it. And I only use these certain type of brands of foods to cook with, so I'm not going to eat the food that you cooked. It was just weird, y'all. And he would say, well, okay, well, I'm going to take me to a restaurant and pay for the food since the food that you made for me was not up to his standards. And what they did, to me, it was like completely made me doubt who I was. And the identity that I did have, I just completely lost it. I lost my identity totally. But behind what he initially said to me, he promised me marriage and he promised me family and that we would be together. Except he told me the truth in the beginning, but I didn't want to believe it. I'm just getting you ready for somebody else. So he one day while shopping with my mom at Walmart, I see him and he told me he was gonna be somewhere completely different than Walmart. So I see him and he's with somebody, an older man, which I believe was his uncle, cousin, I don't know. Anyway, but I see him. I was like, hey, I thought you was gonna be such and such. He's like, yeah, no, I changed my mind. And so I get back to my mom's house and I visit with her for a while, and then I get home, y'all. I open the door because we had been living together now maybe 2 months. All of his stuff is gone. Everything that he has is gone. And my key is in the mailbox. And I remember bawling my eyes out because I felt like I had given all of me and my future to somebody who didn't see value in me. I felt abandoned, lost, afraid, alone. And because I was so desperate to have my fairy tale version of love, I remember allowing him to come back only to have sex with me, because at least I had something instead of nothing at all. And needless to say, that pattern went on for years. But I did not know who I was anymore without him. I could not, the shame of an embarrassment of it not working out was just so much. And I completely gave up on any of the dreams that I had before, because before I met him, I was working, I was going to school, I was taking care of my daughter, and then when he and I got together, I stopped all of the above. I quit school, I quit working, and I quit taking care of my daughter. And the reason why I share that with y'all is because I've been doing a lot of deep diving on getting to the root of me. So in that, I found that there's a pattern. There's a pattern and of me not being able to let go of things that were hurting me. And I couldn't for the longest time understand why I stayed in abusive situations and abusive patterns, because first of all, I wanted to be loved, and he was the closest thing that I thought that love was, that me experiencing love was somebody taking interest in me and taking time with me and stuff like that. But he very quickly showed me that love abandons you, just like my biological father did. I never met my biological father and had a conversation with him and a relationship with him, not until I was in my 20s. And I found out then that this is not the person that I had in my dreams of being, and that relationship really didn't last long with my biological father. So it started there. It goes way back to there. I was looking for my father, and I sought to fall in love and be loved by someone who wouldn't leave me, who wouldn't throw me away, who would see value in me, and who would see me as important to them. After I got out of a relationship, finally got out of a relationship with him after much loss. I lost 2 babies. I lost a lot, y'all. But I never took the time to heal, because I went right into another type of relationship. And the thing that made me stay was he never left. So the thing that